Hi all, Christopher here. So today I'm here for an unboxing. I'm going to try to keep it quick and concise. I know you don't want to hear me ramble on, and I also have a weak voice, so I don't want to damage it too much. So I have 3 diamond paintings here. They are from the LaoJieYuan store on AliExpress, all full rhinestones. So let's get into it. I'll do the first one. I did open these already just to check them out, make sure that everything's okay. Let's do the smaller one. So this one is, it's in the smaller box. It's a 40 by 50. Let's see. I don't have the prices. They're between basically, let's say, $19 to $23 range each. So, and again, on LaoJieYuan, you can buy them in rhinestones, regular round, or squares. And rhinestones are called pebble rounds. So if you wanted to buy this in rhinestone, it's called a pebble round. And the regular round drills are called magic rounds. So, and here we have it. This is the picture of what it's supposed to be. It's basically a abstract, whether you want a flower looking type thing. I think it's very pretty. I love the yellows and the reds and oranges. And there's only 8 colors in this one. This is a mounted glue, so to me it's a mounted glue. I don't know if I talked about this before. It's kind of like the happy medium between poured glue and double-sided adhesive. You get this is a stronger plastic cover than regular poured glue, which is nice. And the glue, the mounted glue on here, it's perfect. I mean, I know it's super shiny. It's flawless. The thing I like about it is if you make a mistake, if you put it slightly off your symbol, you can still move it a little bit, and it will move, unlike on the double-sided adhesive, where you basically, it just moves the glue, it doesn't move the diamond, and it goes right back to where it was. I hate that. So you have to basically be perfect every time with placing, and listen, of course you want to try to be, but let's face it, it's hard to be 100% precise every single time. So anyways, but also the glue is generally always pretty good. I've never had a issue or problem with it. It comes shipped in these boxes. I don't know if they ever ship in those plastic bags so they get damaged, but whereas double-sided adhesive gets damaged a lot. Let's see. And the only thing is you can't really roll. The negative side were, as far as if you were going to compare it to poured glue, you really aren't supposed to be rolling this backwards and all which ways, and you can't really crumple it up. Like, not that you'd want to do that with a poured glue thing, but poured glue is much more strong and can take a little bit more of abuse, whereas this and double-sided adhesive, you really shouldn't do that. So anyway, and it lays out, another great thing is about these canvases, they lay out completely. As soon as you get them, they're just basically open it up and it's flat. So again, so this is the wonderful thing, and I'm going to turn it over just so I can show you the colors. Like I said, there's 8 of them. It did have a toolkit, just a basic regular toolkit. So here we have beautiful orange, bright fire orange. This is a light pink. And they all come in these beautiful baggies. I think they use DMC codes on this if anyone's interested in that. And they go by the weight. These are yellow. This is a beautiful color. I don't even know what I'd call this. It's a pinkish red. It's very deep. It's beautiful. Then here we have like a smoky kind of grayish brown. Again, this is a lighter orange. This is a deep cranberry red. And again, this is basically a light orange, very light orange. So we have this one, beautiful. Throw those over here again. There we go. So let's go on to number 2, out of the way. Bring our backpack up. So when they ship them, they ship them just like this, and they tape them together. And it came in a plastic, one of those black bags with all the tape. This is a 45 by 45 centimeters. This is a little more difficult to see what it is because the background, which are these white symbols you can see here, that's all going to be black. And the red is red. Well, this is red, and this is probably going to be like a goldish, yellow, orangey kind of color. Here's the photo of what it's supposed to look like. Again, it's a pretty flower type. There's only 10 colors in this one. Again, 45 by 45. Same thing. See, it was a little bit more, needed to be just flattened out a little bit more, and just took 2 seconds. Excuse me. So, there that is. Let's look at the drills. And be lucky my cat's on the table. She doesn't come over here. Okay, so first we got this big old bag of black. Then we have some more darker colors. This is a dark brownish color. More browns. Well, this is more of a brownish olive green. This is about like a light champagne-y sort of color. Hard to see. Those aren't the fun colors. Those are basically filler type colors. Now here we have a I don't know if you'd call it a pea green, but it's definitely more of a greenish with a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. This green is much brighter, much more of a teal, not teal, but a bluish. It has a slight blue, excuse me. It's a green that you could tell was a slight dab of blue in it. Very pretty. Now into the reds. These are basic. Oh, let me do this one. First, an orange one. Again, a pretty medium orange. And then we have 3 reds, which are kind of honestly hard to tell apart by just, that's the thing with rhinestones, you can't tell sometimes. The color variances are so slight that you can't tell them apart. So basically, these all look the same, but they're 3 different colors. That's one. This is 2. And this is 3. So, like I said, this is a great store to go to if you're interested in full rhinestones. Of course, in my next video, by the way, I'll be shooting after this one, will be more rhinestones, and it'll be from Crystal Canvas Arts. Now, those are from the US, and they come when you order. They only sell when their stock is in, and it gets here within about a week from your ordering date. Here, obviously, AliExpress, you have to wait. I waited about almost exactly a month to get these. The tracking was, I worried at first because it said the processed, and then it said shipped fairly fast, and then like a week later it said shipment canceled, and I was like, oh no, what happened? I didn't say or do anything. I was going to let it ride a little bit because I didn't know what was happening. I wanted to make sure maybe it was a mistake. I didn't know. So I'm glad I did wait, because a couple days later I looked again, because I checked that website. Whenever I have stuff done, I always checking all the time to see when it shipped, where it is. It said that there was a second parcel, and then it had shipped. And so, it like I said, from order date to delivery was about a month. Again, especially during these times of the virus and everything that a certain man is trying to do to stop mail, it's still pretty good that I got here in a month. But if you don't want to wait, and maybe you can find some canvases on Crystal Canvas Art, and they'll get here quick soon. Okay. Now, last one. Oh, I didn't tell you what size it was. This is the biggest one, about 50 by 50. So I had a 45 by 45, a 40 by 50, and a 50 by 50. This is the 50 by 50. Again, there's black in the background with this one, so it might be a little bit more difficult to see the design. Believe me, when it's done, I'm sure it's going to look stunning. Because right now, you look at that, it's like, ooh, that's not great. But believe me, when the rhinestones are on here, it's going to look superb. This is the picture. Look at that. Of all three, this is probably my favorite picture. And I really do believe when it's done, it's going to be magnificent. So this one has the most colors of the three. It has 18. So let's take a look. The other two didn't have a smell. This honestly has a tiny bit of a smell. They're coming from the drills. That doesn't really bother me, or I don't really care. I'm just to let you know, sometimes things do have a little bit of a smell to them. When kids, I don't know if it has to do with the rhinestone or not. Yes, I smell it from the bag, so I wouldn't worry about it though. Okay, it'll go away. Here's a gray color. I'm looking at these in the, through the iPad, because I have it hanging up where I could see it right here. I could see right here. I don't know if you can see these as well as I've done before. I don't know if it's the lighting is an issue or not, but this is like a periwinkle blue. If you're having troubles, I'm sorry. But I watched this back before I post it, so I hope I'll know probably how it is before you see it. This is a beautiful greenish, again a greenish blue, but more green. I don't know how to describe it. It's just very pretty. I don't want to say it's not sea foam. It's darker than sea foam would be, but it's very pretty. This one is a deep, like garnet red. Here we have a little bit of an olive green. This one's about maybe an amethyst, I'd call it. Again, a dark champagne color that time. We have some black. These are extremely dark purple. You really, it's going to be very interesting. There's a lot of them too. When it's on the canvas to see what they'll look like, because honestly they look like, just looking at them from a little bit of distance, they look like black. They're so dark. I mean, you could tell they have a tinge of a purple when you move them or look at them, but it's so slight purple you could see. That's how dark it is. A light pink. A very pretty emerald green. A regular green. Another light pink color. Red. About a regular red. This red is a I'd call it a raspberry red. It has probably a pink, a red, but with a tiny bit of a pink in it. I'd call it raspberry. Very pretty. This another very dark color. A very dark blue, just like the purple. This is extremely dark blue. Navy. And here we have I would call this a denim blue. And the last color, which is beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is a purple. I don't think I've ever seen a color like this in rhinestone. A purple like this. It's so pretty. Again, it's purple with maybe a touch of pink in it. I don't know what I'd call it, but it's very beautiful. So, those are the three I've gotten from LaoJieYuan. I really suggest, if you love rhinestones, check them out. Again, this one, and like I said, it's gonna look better. This is very hard to tell what it's going to look like by the canvas, especially because of the darker colors. You could tell with these last two, especially the dark colors, how it's, I guess, charted, makes it look a little weird. So believe me, I really think it's going to look like this picture, like the thumbnails. So this is this one, to recap. And remember, we have this one and this one. All right. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.